It's my pleasure to welcome you to the 2021 Steer Show here at the Highlands County Fair. So if you would, please rise for the National Anthem to be presented tonight by Miss Shannon Reed.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars the road of perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare bombs bursting in agony proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Can you outdo that?
No. Welcome you to the 2021 Highlands County Junior Livestock Committee's Steer Show. Our judge tonight is Shy LeClaire. Shy is an 8 to 5 insurance agent. All of his other hours are spent assisting youth in the livestock industry. He is currently operating a small show pig operation with 5 to 10 sows, as well as an American cross calf operation. He was raised on a family ranch and farm in western Wyoming, where he had a small herd of registered Saliers cattle and also fed 10 litters of show pigs a year. He started showing and judging livestock through 4-H and FFA. Mr. LeClaire earned multiple top honors and individual placings on his Casper College and Oklahoma Panhandle State University livestock judging teams. Please give a warm Highlands County welcome to our judge tonight, Mr. Shy LeClaire. All right, we're ready for our first class, Into the Ring. Leading off our steer show tonight is going to be Katie Bronson. Katie steer weighing in at 1,000 pounds tonight. The breeder of this steer is the Matsuoka Ranch. We would ask that you remain seated and away from the aisles while the cattle are in the ring. We'd like to be as safe as we can tonight. So if we could, while the contestants are in the ring, if we could minimize as much movement as we can up and down the rails. And now coming into the ring is Allie Kennedy. Allie still weighing in at 1,000 pounds, and the breeder is Cruz Groves. And rounding out Class 1 is Kiera Chambers. Kiera's steer also weighing in at 1,000 pounds. And the breeder of this steer is Jay Hart and Sons Ranch. Judge, this is Class 1 commercial steers. In tonight's show, we have 37 steers broken into 8 classes. Weights ranging from 1,000 pounds all the way to 1,427 pounds tonight. Our ring sponsor tonight is Glisson's Animal Supply. I want to thank Glisson's for all the contributions and help throughout the years and being our ring sponsor tonight.
Let's put our hands together for Class 1 of your market steers. It's good to be back. I'm glad everybody's excited. I'm sure all these kiddos are excited as well to present them. And I think Young Lady's red steer that starts it off is kind of our product steer, the Class 1 that's got a lot of power and stoutness down his top into his rib there. One, when we get behind him, he is the widest from stifle to stifle and the truest from the ground. And when we analyze him from a physical standpoint, one that looks like he's going to offer us more softness and firmness and his freshness there and his handle down around his rib. Young Lady in second, maybe our profile balance calf of the class at the same time. When I get behind him, he gives up some of that overall thickness and stoutness of the Young Lady's Bronco calf. And Young Lady, we round out the class with one here that really looks soft there in his finish to me. We've got to square him up at his hip and clean him up there in his shoulder and make him a little more attractive to run with the 2 steers above him. But let's put our hands together for these 3 individuals.
All right, here in Class 1, in 3rd place is Kiara Chambers. In 2nd place is Katie Bronson. And your winner of Class 1 is Allie Kennedy. Both Katie Bronson and Allie are graduating seniors. Let's give them a big hand. Nice job, everyone. We'd like to thank the Highlands County Farm Bureau for their sponsorships this year, as well as the Highlands County Cattlemen's Organization and the Highlands County Cattlemen's. 4-H Foundation, SY Hart and Sons Ranch. They help us out each year at the steer and heifer weigh-in. We appreciate all their help. Also, we're appreciative of the Highlands County Board of County Commissioners and Engineering and Solid Waste Department. Road and Bridge helps us out, Waste Connections, and the list goes on and on. We're really appreciative of all the support of our local community. Brad Hart Construction provided the scaffolding here for tonight for the online live stream, so we appreciate them helping us out. And it looks like we're about to get ready to go here with Class 2. I think. All right. In the ring now to lead us off with Class 2 is Catherine Rowley. Catherine steer weighing in at 1,050 pounds. The breeder of this steer is a Rising Diamond P. And just a reminder, if you could, please stay seated while the contestants are in the ring. right, next entering the ring is Louis Carlini. Louis is steer weighing in at 1,054 pounds. The breeder of this steer is Melinda Hutchinson. And now coming into the ring is Brian Dean. Brian steer weighing in at 1,068 pounds. The breeder of Brian steer is Lykes Brothers Incorporated. And rounding out Class 2 is Ariane McCaffey. Ariane's calf weighing in at 1,074 pounds. Again, the breeder is Lykes Brothers. Judge, this is Class 2 commercial steers.
Really nice smoky colored calf here the young man leads to us, and one that we really admire on how stout this calf is and these kind of show presence that he gives us from the side, and one that really balances, really deep bodied, soft there in his flank. And you study him on a finish standpoint, this calf is probably the smoothest in his finish anything in the class from mine. Some of you may ask why I ain't handling these cattle, and there's a university there in Texas at Texas Tech that done a lot of study and spent a lot of money that you can handle them, but these visual indicators only make up about 20% what actually makes it into the eye, and that's genetics. And I don't know the genetics on nothing, so I'm not going to say which one's going to be choice or prime today for me, but the one that I like to build and the look of, like I said, the young man that leads us off. Young lady here in second's another one that's really smooth in his finish and his appearance. The calf we really like, the front two-thirds of this calf, the way his shoulder ties in and the balance and the profile he gives us. I think this calf maybe tapers and narrows there from his hooks to his pins for me. Want to get him a little stouter and truer to the ground. Like I said, his advantage, his look in front, up front two-thirds comes over the young lady's dominant influence calf here, one that we've simply got to make him not so bold and open there in his shoulder, give him a little more luck up to that front third, and then when we look and study him from behind, he's a calf that we've got to thicken up there from stifle to stifle, maybe give him a little more flex in his hock, but a really nice smooth finish calf. Young man's calf here, just one maybe needs some more days on feed for me, kind of looking, one that we'd like to depthen him up there in his center body, depthen him up in his flank, but a really nice calf to round us out. Let's put our hands together for these individuals.
All right, and in third place is Catherine Rowley. Second place is Ariane McCaffey. And your winner in Class 2 is Brian Dean. We also have 3 graduating seniors in this class. Catherine Rowley, Louis Carlini, and Ariane McCaffey. Let's give these seniors a big hand the last time in the show ring. All right, looks like our next class is lined up here on the fence. Getting ready to come in the ring here with Class 3. Be a slight order change from your program as we get started. All right. So we'll have a slight order change here. So leading off this class is going to be Baxley Heinz. Baxley steer weighing in at 1,132 pounds. And the breeder of this steer is Mark Stevens. If we could get everybody to remain seated when the contestants are in the ring, if you could have a seat while our contestants are in the ring, that would really help us be a little safer here tonight. Next, coming into the ring is Mariana Chams. Mariana steer weighing in at 1,136 pounds. The breeder of this steer is Likes Brothers Incorporated. Next into the ring is going to be Aubrey Marrero. All right, we got a change in order here again. Now, Ansley Ghost is going to be coming into the ring. Ansley steer weighing 1,142 pounds. It's a Mastioka Ranch steer here tonight. All right, now we got Aubrey Marrero coming into the ring. Aubrey steer weighing 1,112 pounds. The breeder is Aubrey Pollard. All right, next into the ring is Addie Ghost. Addie's steer weighing in at 1,143 pounds. Again, a Mastioka Ranch steer here tonight. All right, and our final steer in Class 3 in the ring is shown by Karis Bodo. Karis steer weighing in at 1,144 pounds. Likes Brothers steer. Judge, this is Class 3 commercial steers.
Young lady's white calf here is kind of styling and profiling as we bring him in. He's one that's really cool up there through his front third. Really ties in, functional about his shoulder, one that opens up into a really big rib cage. It's deep centered, modding. He is our levelest and squarest hip calf out here today, and I found a comfortable place to start with. Young lady's red calf next, kind of follows suit. Maybe one that maybe wants to be a little coarser and bolder there about his shoulder, but in the same sense, a calf that's really well built, one that's really level and square there from his hooks to his pins. Young lady's black calf here, just a really big stout calf, one that simply maybe we need to trim him up there when we get behind him, add him a little more width there from stifle to stifle to move him up with his contemporaries. Young lady's brown tinged calf here is one that we really admire for the finish that this calf appears to have, one that really looks soft and supple. Same time, one that we've got to extend him out there in front of his shoulder, giving him a little more look and stouten him as he goes to the ground. Young lady next, definitely stouter and bigger footed steer that comes in next, but one we've got to open him up and give him some more dimension of his rib shape, make it a little bigger and stouter topped. And young lady's red calf here, another one that's really well finished, but at the same time, he's probably the one that runs out of punch there when we get right behind him, and the amount of has in his rear and his hind for me, so he rounds up round out our class, but a really nice set of calves. Let's put our hands together for him.
All right, in third place here we have Addie Ghost. Second place in this class is Mariana Chams. And your winner of Class 3 is Baxley Heinz. Also, Mariana Chams, a graduating senior. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Nice job, everyone. Again, we want to thank our ring sponsor tonight, Glisson's Animal Supply. Appreciate all the support from Glisson's. We also want to thank Brooker Fence for providing some of the chain link fencing so we don't have to roll down the roll-up doors, and helps with the airflow in the barn. So thank you, Brooker Fence. We also want to thank Sebring Tractor Service for helping us out this year, and Paul Blackman as well, and the Highlands County Fair Association and the Sebring Firemen Incorporated. We also would like to thank the Okeechobee Livestock Committee for loaning us some of the poetry pens this year. So thank you for all the Hey, while we're getting ready for this next class, please, you see how much help we're getting here in the ring help. Let's give these ring men a big round of applause here tonight for helping these kids be safe. We appreciate all their hard work. All right, we're ready for Class 4. Entering the ring now is Nathan Fegley. Nathan steer weighing in at 1,150 pounds. The breeder of this steer is Eddie Sapp. Next entering the ring is going to be Sydney Porter. Sydney steer weighing in at 1,153 pounds. The breeder of this steer, Glenn O. Murphy. Next entering the ring is Tyler Fraser. Tyler steer weighing in at 1,160 pounds. The breeder is Clay Brantley. Next is Cole Vanderpool. Cole steer weighing in at 1,162 pounds. The breeder is Jay Todd. Next in the ring is Leah Addison. Leah steer weighing in at 1,163 pounds. The breeder is Jim Harvey. And rounding out Class 4 is Mason Price's steer, being shown tonight by Addie O'Berry. The steer weighing in at 1,164 pounds. The breeder's Price Ranch and Cattle. Judge, this is Class 4 commercial steers. I'd like to thank our 2020 Highlands County Cattleman's sweetheart, Catherine Harris, for helping us out with the ribbons tonight. Let's give Catherine a big hand for helping us out. Thank you, Catherine. I want to remind everybody our Meat Goat Show is right here tomorrow night at 6:30. It's always a great event, one of the best events here at the Highlands County Youth Livestock Show. We'd also like to thank the Highlands County Farm Bureau for their continued support of Highlands County Livestock Program. The Farm Bureau donates over $3,000 to supply the belts, buckles, plaques, and ribbons that are presented to the participants each year. This year, the Highlands County Farm Bureau has donated funds to be used to their online auction as well. Highlands County Farm Bureau members receive an add-on for their livestock projects. So parents, if you're not a Highlands County Farm Bureau member, you're definitely missing out on this benefit. Membership is $55 a year, and there are numerous discounts that come with this membership. The Highlands County Farm Bureau has a booth in the educational barn next door where you can check out additional information. We want to thank the Highlands County Farm Bureau for their support. We'd also like to thank two area veterinarians that help us out tremendously with our youth livestock program, Dr. Jacob Heinz and Dr. Stephanie Kirchman. With our vet checks at weigh-in and health issues all throughout the year with these animals, please give a big round of applause to Dr. Heinz and Dr. Kirchman. They do a fabulous job for us.
Nice calf to lead off here, and I think the one that's the most complete and functional in his skeleton for me, and one maybe does give up a little bit of power and bone, but at the same time, I think he couples calves in 2, 3, and 4 for me the best. And found it a safe place for me to land. He's the most comfortable when we get him out and track him around. He is the widest and truest from his pins down to his ground. Young lady's black calf here, one that really looks like he's soft in his finish and really nice. I think where this calf, we need to improve him. We've got to get him laid back there in his shoulder blade and relax. Maybe stretch him out a little more there in front of that shoulder as well. But a really nice calf that looks really good in his finish. Pair of Brahma influence calves here that are really big and stout when they hit the ground. And I think the young man's calf goes over the young lady simply because his calf's a little leveler out of his hip, squarer and truer when we get right behind him. No doubt the young lady's Brahma influence calf here is one that's big and stout to the ground and packed full of muscle down his top, but at the same time, we've got to strengthen him there in his top line. We've got to square him up back here in his hip for me, give him a little more look and profile for me to move him up, but definitely a big stout calf to wind up in forward. Young man's black calf here, one that's really square out of his hip, true to the ground from behind, just kind of runs out of power and substance when we get comparing him to the ones above, like in type with the young lady that rounds us out here, but a really nice class of calves. Let's put our hands together for these young individuals.
All right, here in third place is Nathan Fagley. Second place is Mason Price's steer being shown by Addie O'Berry. And your winner in class 4 is Tyler Fraser. Tyler is also a graduating senior along with Cole Vanderpool and Mason Price. Let's give him a big hand. And if you're wondering about showmanship, everybody is going to be able to compete in showmanship tonight. So everybody's going to get the opportunity to come back and compete for showmanship. All right. Looks like our fifth class is ready to come into the ring, so we would ask you to take your seats, please, and minimize the movement as the cattle and participants are in the ring. So starting off class 5 is Tara Lynn Price. Tara Lynn's calf weighing in at 1,173 pounds. The breeder is the Price Ranch and Cattle. Next in this class is going to be Hannah Hayes. Hannah's steer coming into the ring at 1,180 pounds. And the breeder is Glenn O'Murphy. And rounding out this class is Jordan Fraser. Jordan's calf weighing 1,182 pounds. And the breeder is Clay Brantley. Judge, this is class 5, commercial steers.
A pair of Charolais type calves here to lead this off, and the young lady here with the spider of the pair of them. One of them simply dominates the other one there on his rib shape. And when you get up on top of him, it's a calf that's got a big old stout top laid in him. It's very wide and broad down there. One that's leveler and square with a hook is a pin, and I kind of fault both these calves there out in front of that shoulder. And we've got to clean them both up about the shoulder to make them ideal for me, but a pair of really big stout top calves with a lot of product in them that are both really soft and they're finishing their appearance for me. And like I said, I kind of weighed them out, and the young lady's wider of the two is one that's a lot squarer there from hooks to pins. He's wider from pin to ground as we get in behind him. Young lady's back black calf one, we really like the length that he offers and the look from the side, but at the same time, consequently, I think he just gets outpowered by the two above him today. So let's put our hands together for these three individuals.
In third place in this class is Hannah Hayes. Second place is Tara Lynn Price. And your winner of Class 5 is Jordan Fraser. Nice job, everyone. Again, we want to thank our ring sponsor tonight, Glisson's Animal Supply. We appreciate all the help from Glisson's throughout the year with livestock projects. Appreciate them being our ring sponsor tonight. All right, looks like we're ready with Class 6. Leading off this class is Pate Collins. Pate steer weighing in at 1,232 pounds. The breeder is Likes Brothers. Next into the ring is Greer Smoke. Greer steer weighing in at 1,252 pounds. And the breeder is the Smoke Ranch. Next into the ring is Matthew Mazzell. Matthew steer weighing in at 1,255 pounds. The breeder of this steer is the Simmons Grove and Cattle Company. Next into the ring is Callie Zimmerman. Callie steer weighing in at 1,260 pounds. The breeder of this steer is Likes Brothers. And rounding out this class is Jonathan Palmo Penny. Jonathan steer weighing in at 1,265 pounds. Country Roads is the breeder of this steer. Judge, this is Class 6, commercial steers. If we could, get everybody to take a seat while the contestants are in the ring for the safety of the ring help, the exhibitors, and the cattle. Thank you.
put our hands together for these young individuals. And I think we lead off the calf with one with just too much product for them other ones to get by. He is the biggest top. He is the one that's got the most rib shape. And when you study his finish on him, he's one that's really smooth all the way throughout in his finish. One that's got a lot of indicators up there in his brisket and his cod from behind. And one maybe to make him a little more competitive, we'd like to give a little more angle to that shoulder, maybe lengthen him out there in the front, but a really nice eared calf there to win this class. Young lady's black calf, one definitely more extended there from the blade. We get to burn them calves from down from the top and then back from the width from behind. I think he gives up some to our class winner. Young man here in 3 is one that's got one that really profiles and balances really well. But at the same sense, when we step right on top of him and look at that amount of thickness he's got down the top compared to the class winners, he falls to 3rd. Young man's black Walker face calf here is one that we really like, the levelness, squareness, hip to him. We've got to give him some more punch up there top to compete with the calves above him. And calf we round out with one that's really smooth and finished in his appearance to me. One that simply, when we get right there to the seat of his pants, we've got to widen him from stifle to stifle, maybe to his hawk up when we get him in motion. But a really nice class of steers. Let's put our hands together for these individuals.
All right, in 3rd place is Jonathan Palmo Penny. 2nd place is Greer Smoke. And your winner of Class 6 is Callie Zimmerman. And Callie is a graduating senior. Let's give her a big hand. Nice job. All right, we're getting through these classes pretty quick here. We got 2 more classes. And then we'll get into our showmanship. Well, we got just a little bit of a break here. We'd like to take a minute just to recognize all of the men and women of the Highlands County Junior Livestock Committee back here in the barn, making this happen, getting all these animals out here, keeping everything in order, working all throughout the year. Let's make some noise so they can hear you back there in the barn for the Highlands County Junior Livestock Committee members. Let's give them a big hand. All right, I think we're ready for Class 7. Leading off Class 7 is going to be Destiny Turner. Destiny's calf weighing in at 1,272 pounds. The breeder of Destiny's calf is Eddie Turner. Next into the ring is going to be Harper Holton. Harper's steer weighing 1,278 pounds, and the breeder is B&D Cattle. Next into the ring is Abigail Marrero. Abigail steer weighing 1,289 pounds, and the breeder is Johnny Brantley. Next into the ring is Lindsay Sapp. Lindsay's steer weighing 1,301 pounds. The breeder is the Turner Cattle Company. And rounding out this class is Reagan Richards. Reagan's calf weighing 1,320 pounds, and the breeder is Mark Stevenson. Judge, this is Class 7 commercial steers.
Our hands together, a young lady leads this Uno calf here out, and I mean one that really gives us a clean look up through his head and neck into his shoulder, and then opens up into a big old rib cage with a big top in him. One that's really stout, and I think he's optimum in his finish for me today. Is he the heaviest finished calf we've seen all day? No, but I think he's there for me. Young lady in second, one that maybe does have a few more visual indicators of being a little more right in his finish, but at the same time, he's one that maybe tightens up as we get right behind him and loses some power to the calf above him when we're directly behind him, and he's stifle. Young lady's red calf here is another one. We changed the front third on this calf, get him tightened up there in his shoulder and give him a little more angle, help his appearance a little bit. We can move him up a little. Young lady's pretty high, the blue roan one there. Another one that just simply runs out of power as we get right up on top of him and don't want to continue that rib shape down in center of him. Young lady's black calf on the far side there is another one. Real optimum in appearance, and he's finished for me. We still need to change this direction, get him a little pulled down on the flank and maybe widen him up from stifle to stifle and get him a little stout of the ground, but a really nice set of calves. Let's put our hands together for all the kiddos.
All right, here in Class 7, in third place, a graduating senior, Destiny Turner. In second place, Abigail Marrero, and your winner of Class 7 is Reagan Richards. Nice job, everyone. For you runners in the crowd, you want to save the date for the 6th annual Run the Ranch 5K. That'll be March the 6th at Rafter T Ranch, and that's put on by the Highlands County Cattle Women's Association. So again, mark your calendars for March the 6th. And the Run the Ranch 5K at Rafter T. Again, we want to thank Glissan's Animal Supply for being our ring sponsor tonight, and appreciate all the help all throughout the years with all of the livestock projects from Glissan's. We'd also like to thank Michael Wilkinson, Kai Pollard, and Jackson McCracken, the video team from Avon Park Senior FFA, for coordinating all of the video equipment for the live stream tonight that you can watch on YouTube whenever you'd like. And now entering the ring, Class 8 is being led off by Hannah Martin. Hannah steer weighing 1,363 pounds. The breeder is the Turner Cattle Company. Next into the ring is Hannah Sheffield. Hannah steer weighing 1,365 pounds, and the breeder is the McWaters Family Cattle Company. And now entering the ring is Holden Martin. Holden steer weighing 1,380 pounds. And again, the breeder is the Turner Cattle Company. Next entering the ring is Grace Lynn Miller. Grace Lynn steer weighing 1,401 pounds. The breeder is Jason Clark. And rounding out this class is Tyler Sodrell. Tyler steer weighing 1,427 pounds, and the breeder is Harvey Sapp. If we could, now that all the contestants are in the ring, if you could keep your seats and avoid walking up and down the aisles, for the safety of our contestants, animals, and judges, if you could keep your seats while the animals are in the ring. Judge, this is Class 8 commercial steers.
Nice calf to lead off this class with. And when the young lady first pulled him through the gate, you can tell this one's got all the stout and the power. We're going to ask for one today. And then we put him in the profile. He's ties in really neat about his head and neck into his shoulder. He is probably the truest and squarest out of his hip and to the ground. And when we ask him to get in motion, he's one that fills his track more readily on the move. Young lady's calf here in second. Another one. Maybe got a little more finish than our class winner, but I still think our class winner's adequate. Young lady's calf right when we get behind him kind of runs out of some power there from stifle to stifle and true width compared to our class winner, but a really nice calf to end up second. Young lady's shorthorn influence calf here that comes in third. Another one that looks right in his condition and his finish for me today. Maybe one when we do compare him to the two calves above him. He is one that gives up some true width down his top and gives up some stoutness compared to them. Pair of calves here that we round out with. We just got to clean them up and make them a little more balanced and profile for us. But two calves are really nice and they're finished. The young men have done a good job getting them to this stage. Let's put our hands together for them all.
All right, nice job. So in third place here in Class 8 is your graduating senior, Hannah Martin. In second place, Grace Lynn Miller. And your winner of Class 8 is Hannah Sheffield. All right, we're getting set up now for our grand champion drive. All of our class winners will come back into the ring. Your winner from Class 1 is Allie Kennedy. Allie's steer weighing 1,000 pounds, led by Cruz Groves. Next is Brian Dean. Brian steer weighing 1,068 pounds, and the leader is Likes Brothers. Next is Baxley Heinz. Baxley steer weighing 1,132 pounds, and the breeder is Mark Stevens. Next is Tyler Fraser. Tyler steered weighing 1,160 pounds, and the breeder is Clay Brantley. Next is Jordan Fraser. Jordan steer weighing 1,182 pounds, and the breeder is Clay Brantley. Next is Callie Zimmerman. Callie steer weighing 1,260 pounds, and the breeder is Likes Brothers. Next is Reagan Richards. Reagan steer weighing 1,320 pounds. And the breeder is Mark Stevenson. And rounding out our grand drive here is Hannah Sheffield. Hannah steer weighing 1,365 pounds, and the breeder is the McWaters Family Cattle Company. Judge, this is your grand champion drive. We have a car blocking someone in over here on Persimmon. You drive a Honda Element, tag number 7972YB. Again, 7972YB, a Honda Element. If you could move your car, you're blocking someone in, please.
Put our hands together for your exhibitors in the final drive, and we can get loud. I think they all got a hold of them, don't we, sis?
Let's give them all a big hand here. Let's make some noise for these kids, these Grand Champion Drive kids in here tonight.
I mean, deserve it, I think, in the time of uncertainties that we live in. I mean, these kids bailed in, and they didn't know if everybody's going to pull it together in the back and have a show, but they still got a project and do it. And everybody calls me and asks me every day is, should we invest? And folks, all we're doing is invest in our future. And then from 8 to 5, like he said, I'm an insurance salesman, and we like to cuss insurance at times, but what insurance does is we pay a premium to guarantee when we have something and it's a total loss that they'll help us rebuild it back, right? Well, folks, I'd rather put a whole lot of premium in these kids in the ring, because you know when we're gone, these are the ones that's going to take us to do. So let's put our hands together for these kids. And I think, like I said, behind the scenes, and those of you kiddos that don't have a steer in your hand, let's put our hands together for the parents and the ag teachers that help get us here and drive us all the miles. I think it's been a good steer show tonight, and I think we kind of see a style and the type I like, and I think all of us, we've got enough product and a finish on it for me. Like I said, I can't look inside the ribeye on these and tell you whether they're prime choice or not, but the visual indicators on everything that I've had tonight look like it should, so reassure your buyers, and don't forget to thank your sponsors. I'll put the mic down, we'll find you grand champion.
We need Abigail Morello back to the ring. Abigail Morello back into the ring. All right, as we're waiting on our second place calf to get back into the ring, I do want to let you know our first heat of senior showman, Tyler Sodrell, Destiny Turner, Nathan Fagley, Greer Smoke, Eddie Ghost, Brian Dean, and Lindsey Sapp. That'll be your first heat senior showman. We have Abigail Morello now coming back into the ring. as we select our reserve grand champion. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your reserve grand champion is Hannah Sheffield. And here at the 2021 Highlands County Junior Livestock Steer Show, your grand champion is Reagan Richards. Nice job, everyone. What a great group of cattle and a great group of kids coming through here tonight. We're going to catch our breath here for just a second and get a little drink of water, and we're going to start our showmanship. Our first heat of senior showman is again going to be Tyler Sadrell, Destiny Turner, Nathan Fagley, Greer Smoke, Brian Dean, and Lindsay Sapp. of senior showmanship competition here. Coming into the ring is going to be Tyler Sodrell. Destiny Turner will be next. And then Nathan Fagley. And then Greer Smoke. Greer will be followed by Brian Dean. And rounding out this first heat is going to be Lindsay Sapp. Judge, this is your first heat of senior showman.
Put our hands together for your seniors, and some of them may be the last trip they get through a ring. And the two over there I went through and discussed some things they can fine tune if they do have some more shows in the future, and we'll bring these three back and work them in our final drive.
All right, coming back from this heat are going to be Destiny Turner, Brian Dean, and Lindsay Sapp. The order of our second heat is going to be Reagan Richards, Mariana Chams, Ariana McAfee, Louis Carlini, Jordan Fraser, and Hannah Martin. All right, we're ready for our second heat, being led off by Reagan Richards. Reagan will be followed by Mariana Chams. After Mariana will be Ariane McAfee. Next will be Louis Carlini. Then Jordan Fraser. And rounding out this second heat will be Hannah Martin. Judge, this is your second heat of Senior Showman.
Put our hands together for these individuals in this heat, and we'll keep these two ladies come back for our final drive. And I spoke with the other four individuals there on some pointers of what I kind of prefer as my style, but let's put our hands together for these seniors.
So coming back from our second heat here are going to be Reagan Richards and Jordan Fraser. Our third heat of Senior Showman, the order is going to be Catherine Rowley, Tyler Fraser, Kiara Chambers, Cole Vanderpool, and Callie Zimmerman. right, a little bit of a change in order here. We're going to start off with Tyler Fraser, followed by Kiara Chambers, Cole Vanderpool, and Callie Zimmerman. So the order of our next heat, our fourth heat of senior showmanship, is going to be Karis Bobo, Leah Addison, Hannah Hayes, Kate Collins, and Catherine Rowley. That's going to be the order of our next heat. Karis Bobo, Leah Addison, Hannah Hayes, Kate Collins, and Catherine Rowley.
Put our hands together. We'll retain these two coming back to our final drive. And I spoke with the two across the way there, but great individuals to work with. And like I said before, it's always fun to work with the kiddos. Let's put our hands together for them.
Coming back from this heat is going to be Tyler Fraser and Callie Zimmerman. Again, the order of the fourth heat is going to be Karis Bobo, Leah Addison, Hannah Hayes, Kate Collins, and Catherine Rowley. Our fourth heat of senior showmanship is being led off by Karis Bobo. Next is Leah Addison. Followed by Hannah Hayes. and Pate Collins. And rounding out this heat is Catherine Rowley. Judge, this is our fourth heat of Senior Showman.
Put our hands together for these seniors, and we'll bring these two back and work through it and find your champion senior showman tonight.
All right, coming back from this heat is going to be Leah Addison and Catherine Rowley. All right, so coming back in the order is going to be Destiny Turner, Brian Dean, Lindsay Sapp, Reagan Richards, Jordan Fraser, Tyler Fraser, Callie Zimmerman, Leah Addison, and Catherine Rowley. We'd again like to thank our ring sponsor tonight, Glisson's Animal Supply. We appreciate all the help we get from Glisson throughout the year for the animal projects. All right, I think we've got our senior showman drive coming together here now. It's going to be led off by Destiny Turner, followed by Brian Dean, After Brian will be Lindsay Sapp. And then Reagan Richards. Following Reagan will be Jordan Fraser. After that will be Tyler Fraser. And then Callie Zimmerman. Followed by Leah Addison. And finally, Catherine Rowley. Let's give this group of senior showmen a big hand here as they come into the ring.
Put our hands together for your senior showman. And kind of like last night, for those of you that wasn't here, and I'm one of them that first impressions mean a lot to me, and a lot of times you can get yourself in a drive or all the way to the top by the end of the day when you come through that gate right there to me, and your body demeanor and the look on your face, and it means a lot that you're here, you're confident in what you're doing, and you're looking at the man in the center of the ring or the woman in the center of the ring, and demanding their respect and say, hey, I'm here to do one thing and win today. And I think there's one that's done it all day long. Young lady, you're right here. Regardless why I put you in class, you still kept showing. You'll be my senior champion. Young lady, you're reserved today. Great job on the head of a good one.
The reserve grand champion senior showman is Reagan Richards. And your grand champion senior showman here at the 2021 Highlands County Steer Show is Lindsay Sapp. Nice job, everyone. Next is going to be our intermediate showmanship. The order there is going to be Tara Lynn Price, Baxley Heinz, Ansley Gose, Abigail Morero, and Hannah Sheffield. That'll be our next group, intermediate showmanship. All right, and now our intermediate showmanship competition being led off by Tara Lynn Price, followed by Baxley Heinz. Following Baxley will be Ansley Gose. Ansley will be followed by Abigail Marrero. And rounding out our class of intermediate showmen will be Hannah Sheffield. Let's give these intermediate showmen a big round of applause. On deck after these intermediate showmen are going to be our junior showmen. That's going to be Matthew Mazzell, Jonathan Palmo Finney, Harper Holton, and Grace Lynn Miller will be next competing in junior showmanship.
Put our hands together for our intermediates, and they all do a great job running the stick. All being good really all night. And I think something for all of you moving on is you're in a tight ring and somebody pulls one out ahead of you, kind of fill that hole and it makes it transition a little smoother. And With that being said, I think all night I've had to work with them, and I think there's one that does an excellent job and kind of sets herself above her contemporaries. Young lady over here with the number 11, you're going to be our grand champion this evening. Young lady on the far left here, you're going to be our reserve.
All right, your reserve grand champion, intermediate showman, is Baxley Heinz. And the grand champion is Hannah Sheffield. Nice job, nice job. And again, the order for our junior showman is going to be Matthew Mazzell, Jonathan Palmo Penny, Harper Holden, and Grace Lynn Miller. Don't forget, our goat show will be right here tomorrow night at 6:30. Always one of the great events here at the Highlands County Junior Livestock Show. Have our meat goat show right here at 6:30 tomorrow night. And then Thursday night, we'll have our auction right here in the arena beginning at 6 p.m. So all you buyers that are interested, you can come live here at 6 p.m. Thursday night at the beginning of our auction. If you can't make it in person, there will be an online auction that you can participate in. Just register with cattleinmotion.com 24 hours in advance, and you'll be able to bid on all the animals online with cattleinmotion.com. All right, the order of our junior showmen here is going to be Matthew Mazzell and Jonathan Palmo Penny, Harper Holton, and Grace Lynn Miller. Looks like everybody's getting teed up now, ready to enter the ring. Again, our junior showman class here, led off with Matthew Mazzell. And now entering the ring is Jonathan Palmo Penny. Next entering the ring is Harper Holden. And rounding out our junior showmanship class is Grace Lynn Miller.
Let's put our hands together for our junior showman. And folks, this is where it all starts, and kind of the last, I guess, words of wisdom I got from the last time I'll be on the mic is young people, negativity is something you need to focus and block it out right now. A couple weeks ago, we had a Super Bowl, and that man that commanded the Tampa Bay Bucks, I'm not a pro football fan, not a Tom Brady fan, but I've seen hate mail, and do you think that man worries about the negativity, or do you think he worries about winning the next Super Bowl? He's worried about winning that next Super Bowl, and if we all continue to focus on winning with these youth and taking this tool and moving them better and better and block out that negativity, pretty soon there will be no negativity and we won't be in this predicament we're in right now. Let's put our hands together and I'll find you a junior showman champion. Young lady, you're it. I think for the reserve it gets a little tighter, and I think if you'll take them pointers I gave you, I think you'll get a young man on the far side. You're going to be our reserve tonight. You do a really good job getting that calf set up and squared up every time. You've had the same expression every time you come in here. Maybe just bring up your intensity for me a little bit more. But great job, juniors. Let's put our hands together for them.
All right, what a fine group of young people here. And your reserve grand champion, the junior showman here at the 2021 Highlands County Steer Show is Jonathan Palmer Penny. And your grand champion is Grace Lynn Miller. Nice job, all these young people. Thank you all again to the Highlands County Junior Livestock Committee for pulling all of this together this year. Again, we'll be right here tomorrow night at 6:30 for the Meat Goat Show, and the auction will be Thursday night at 6 p.m. Thank you, and have a good evening.